We're racing on Friday in Hong Kong this week at Sha Tin. It's the National Day Cup is our feature race, which we're going to have a look at now. It's race number 8 on the 10 race card. Unfortunately, Beauty Applause won't be going round. He's lame in front. He's replaced by Lucky Moore. Jack Wong will jumping on board there from barrier number 9. So a handicap here over the 1,000 metres. Big field as well, headed by Skyfield, who won the Group 3 Premier Cup back end of last season. That was 1,400 metres. This, of course, is 1,000. Amazing Star last when he returned behind Abu Attack in the Chief Executives Cup. Stronger first up. Computer Patch won this race last year. Lucky Patch also coming out of the Naboo Attack race last time out. Voyage Warrior with the blinkers on for the first time. Super Wealthy, last start course and distance winner. Explosive Witness, he's first up for the season. Classic Unicorn's got speed. We haven't seen him since January. Hong Kong Win and Valiant Dream, who actually holds the track record here at Sha Tin over the 1,000 metres, and he's got bottom leg there of 113 pounds. Now, as you can see, the horses are already in their positions. As far as the speed map is concerned, Tom, it should be pretty solid.
Yeah, we know these races down the straight, they don't hang around, so I'd say it's probably likely to be on even the good to fast side to this particular race. You've got Valiant Dream, he'll be up near the speed somewhere from barrier number 10, of course. I think there will be a false rail with the rail in the A position as well. Classic Unicorn, Computer Patch, he's likely to be handy. I think sort of behind him, Paul, Lucky Patch has gate 14, so he'll have the benefit of the outside rail. And the standby starter who gets in, Lucky Moore, he won't be too far off them either.
Yeah, so that's why I think it'll get up to good to fast there with Lucky Moore in the race. Amazing Star, another one out wide there that does like to go forward. And Voyage Warriors, blinkers on for the first time. So we'll see how that sort of fires him up. So it's going to be a bit of charge of the Light Brigade here. We know Pinghai Bravo, Explosive Witness, Skyfield and Wishful Think are all back runners.
Yeah, well, he did lead last time out, Voyage Warrior. We know he's quick down the straight, 54.89, his quickest time down the straight, Voyage Warrior. And Ricky, you hoping for something to spark him up with the blinkers there.
Yeah, and he actually holds the class record, Voyage Warrior, Class 3 record holder over the 1,000 as well. We're going to start off, though, with Stronger as he returns, and his jockey, we caught up with the track work, is Vincent Ho.
In the Group 3 feature ride Stronger, he did a super job for you at the back end of last season.
Yeah, he does, and you know, he's a tough little horse. I think Douglas have been working him very well. Told me it feels well, you know, and the trial, I'm really happy with him. So.
He's got an excellent fresh record down the straight too.
Yep, exactly. Won last season fresh up, so you know, he'd like to be fresh.
You're likely just going to sit back and let it all unfold in front of you and try and outfinish them and be as impressive as you were in that trial?
Yeah, I think in the 1,000 race should have, you know, plenty of pace on and doesn't really have to be too quiet on them. You know, as long as he relaxes, he'll have a good kick afterwards.
His 2 wins so far have been over the 1,000 metres, Happy Valley and Sha Tin, and his trial did look strong.
I thought he looked really good in his trial, the way he was tanking along to the line. He was given a little bit of a stoke up over the final stage, but I thought he was pretty impressive that morning, Paul.
Yeah, I quite like him in this. I mean, he's got to carry 128, but look, he carried 131 when he did win fresh up last season, and he does really race well in a fresh state, and his work's been really good.
It wasn't one of those trials where you just see them sort of under a hold. He was actually asked for something at the end there, which was what I liked.
OK, so definite positives then as far as Stronger is concerned. What of the rest of the field then? Well, it's a pretty even contest, and I think there's plenty of chances or plenty of arguments we could make for a number of these runners. We'll start off here with Lucky Patch. This is him running second last time out behind Naboo Attack. This is 1,200 metres, mind you, Paul. The other horses look out for Wishful Think. It always stays on strongly. An Amazing Star is up on speed, but weakens out badly.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? So there are question marks over him for sure. Look, Lucky Patch, he's won over 1,050 before he got to Hong Kong at one of his first starts. So he can do it over the distance, but we have seen him over slightly longer, 1,200, 1,400, saying that we haven't seen him over the 1,000. So there's a little bit of unknown there with him. I've included him because I think he's a class horse.
So have I. He's always very honest. He seems to move well all the time. And I think with gate number 14, he's likely to get a cushy run just behind the speed against that outside rail. And he'll be in it for a long way, I feel, Lucky Patch.
Yeah, Tourbillon Diamond flashing home down the outside. Frank Naform, as did Buddies, who's actually going backwards out of that shot, who came out and won the Celebration Cup on his next start. Probably not the best form line as far as he's concerned to work through, though. What of these ones then, Tom? Super Wealthy. Blake Shin can't ride him because he's riding Sky Skyfield, and it's got 113 pounds. But he was very confident going into this race. The other horses to look out for: Hong Kong Win, who runs second, Valiant Dream eventually in 8th. Lucky Moore, I missed him actually. He finishes in 6th place, and Ping Hai Bravo disappointing out the back.
Yeah, he never got involved at all, Ping Hai Bravo. He was very disappointing considering what we have seen from him down the straight in the past. But Super Wealthy, he wasn't the cleanest away, and once he got into the clear at about the 350 metres, he finished off really strongly, and they lose nothing at all with Alexi Bedell riding. He's got a great association with this horse. Hong Kong Win couldn't quite get him in, Paul, but he really fought bravely. This was one of his better runs recently.
Yeah, so a nice run from him. And Super Wealthy, that was his first go over the straight 1,000. And obviously he's 1 for 1 now, so he carries the light weight. He's up in grade, but we'll see how he goes. But it was a strong win, I thought, for him.
We should mention as well in that race play was
Trillion Win, yeah, who came out and won on the weekend. So that form, that was him in the red cap and the cheek pieces, looks good. Now, this is back to last season, Paul, but this is Skyfield, 1,400 metres, but showing exactly what he can do. He wins this. Other horses to look out for. We've got Lucky Patch again on speeds, and Voyage Warrior, of course, will sport the blinkers this time round. There he is just in behind.
Yeah, so look, it was a good, nice win here from Skyfield, and we know he's got a really good turn of foot, this horse. I just wonder if this is just a stepping stone for something else for him, though. He's 133 pounds, over 1,000 metres. I just think maybe this is his first race. So, you know, there's other horses in here I think are sort of aiming for this race.
Yeah, giving weight away, handicap conditions to horses that have got some very quick times down the straight. I think it will be tough for him, but he'll be running on at the end, and I wouldn't be leaving him out of the top 4 from what we saw of him last season. He's had a trial. He was behind California Deep Shot in that trial. I thought it was quite good.
Well, funny you mentioned that, Tom, because here it is in actual fact. He's out the back here, a wide as well, under Blake Shin, just allowed to cruise to the line.
Yeah, he was, and California Deep Shot you can see there up near the speed, and he actually comes over the top of California Deep Shot to be right in this trial with him. And when he's asked, he's quickened here nicely over the concluding stages, has Skyfield. I just think, Paul, that the weight is going to be the biggest barrier for him. Yeah,
that was the query I had as well. Just with the weight, you know, just some of these horses, you know, have had a run already this season and have got good fresh records, you know, and I just wonder if this is just a start for him.
Okay, Blake Shin was actually a guest on Hong Kong Direct this week. So if you want to hear him talking about Skyfield and a couple of the other runners, then have a look at that on the audio and video section. We can go back and have a look at Strong. I know we've heard from Vincent already here, Paul, but just another look at this trial and the question he was asked over the closing stages. You know, they're really making sure he's tuned up for his return.
Yeah, exactly. And look, he's put on 6 pounds in the off-season, so it's nothing significant for him. We know he likes the straight 1,000. We know he does really well fresh as well. So there's a lot of positives about him. Vincent seemed quite keen on as well. And I thought it was a trial where he was asked to do something. He responded really well.
Yeah, I thought it was very encouraging there, that trial, just the way he's really been able to lengthen over the final stages. And here he is kicking off, first up for the season. We know he raced exceptionally well last season, close up at a few of the big races. He was able to win last season well, but close up on numerous occasions. I think once we get past this race and head towards December with a few of the other sprinting races in between, when we get horses like Courier Wonder back and Naboo Attack as well, when they all clash together, it's making for a very exciting sprint season, I feel, this season.
We haven't had time to look at all of them, obviously, but Valiant Dream, Tom, he holds the course record here. No one's been quicker down the straight. He's only got 113 pounds on his back.
Yeah, and Dylan Moe riding. He was just behind the pace last time out. I was a little bit disappointed with his run. He couldn't go on. That was the Trillion Win race. He was at 10 to 1 in the market, beaten 3 lengths there, but with the run he had, I thought he would have finished off better.
Well, look, I've included him because he's 1 second up in the past, and with that weight on his back, he's going to feel he's loose, isn't he?
If there is a strong tempo, which we predict there is, it does to a certain extent set it up for a closer, which Skyfield might be one of them. But the other Founds runner, Explosive Witness, he's got a decent kick on him, as he loves a fast tempo to run at.
Yeah, definitely, and look, and Wishful Thinker probably falls into that boat as well. But Explosive Witness, we've seen him win down the straight 1,000. Some of those races at Happy Valley, his turn of foot's been amazing there as well. So yeah, definitely.
And he comes into this with dropping 32 pounds, the horse himself. Gate number 1, he is drawn on the fast side. Sometimes that can be maybe a little bit of a disadvantage. But last time out behind Harmony Rich, who ran a track record in that race, he was barrelling home only 1 3/4 away.
And the faster they go, the better, because he can get his head up. So it'll certainly help Matthew Poon if they go flat out. Winners, though, Paul, is what we're after. Who do you think?
I think Strong will win. I think he's set up for this race. Look, his work's been really good. That trial's been very good. And so, look, I'm happy to go with him. I think he can win this, and he might be a bit of a price because it's quite a strong field. He's 7s at the moment. If you can get anything like that, fill your boots there. But Valiant Dream in there for second, another one who's a big price. He's over Zerity. He'll come in from that lightweight track record holder. Computer Patch was placed first up. Did win second up. This is his first last season. This is his first up run. He goes in, and Lucky Patch down the straight 1,000. 3, 14, 4 and 6.
3 on top for me as well, stronger, but it's one of those races that if you're not shopping the favourites, you're going to get a price about anything really in this field because it's got a lot of depth to it. So stronger on top, number 3, Lucky Patch goes in. He should get a good run just behind the speed. Skyfield to be running on at the end, and I wouldn't want to discount Super Wealthy the way he went down the straight 1,000 for his first up assignment, and Alexi Bedell gets on particularly well with the horse. So 3, 6, 1 and 9.
It's funny, for such an even race, he's not favourite. We're all tipping the same horse, Stronger, but you could talk me into just about any of the other runners as well. It's that sort of contest.